And welcome back to Hiking 101 with Dude in the Woods. Today I'm going to be talking about hiking footwear and a few things you should consider before buying your next pair of hiking shoes.
Hi, I'm Flip Flop, and this is Caveman. In the last 3 years, we have backpacked over 5,000 miles together, while walking through 17 different states and across the country twice, all while sharing this little two-person tent. Between the AT and PCT, that's over an entire year spent in the woods together, with so many stories to share. So be sure to follow us, as we're new to this whole YouTube thing, and you know what to do. Now, on to today's video.
Last week we talked about the best socks to wear while backpacking. If you haven't checked that video out, be sure to pause this one, check it out here, then come right back so you're not super confused when I start talking about crazy sock stuff. So in last week's video I talked about socks, but I forgot to mention a very important part, which is sock size. So when we're talking about Injinji liners, I specifically, personally, I should say, wear small Injinji toe liners. And I made the mistake originally of purchasing Darn Toughs in small as well, and found out very quickly that I needed to buy medium. So keep that in mind. It's kind of like an undershirt. You would buy that typically smaller than you would buy, say, a jacket or a sweatshirt. So make sure that you size up with your wool socks if you're kind of wearing a smaller size in Injinji. But also keep in mind, Caveman wears larges in Injinjis and larges in Smartwools. So it doesn't always apply to everyone, but if you feel like your wool socks could be a little bit bigger, then just size up. Second would be shoe size. So now that you're wearing layers of socks, which I know sounds crazy, but trust me, it's a good idea. Next would be to make sure that your shoes will actually fit this new footwear that you're doing, these new layers of socks. Out of college, I was a size 7. When I started my first Appalachian Trail thru hike, I bought a 7.5. I wore those shoes for probably a month and was very glad to up to a size 8, which was a full size up from 7 to 8. And that allowed my feet to have a lot of extra room when they would swell up, which is a very common hiker thing. You don't really necessarily feel your feet swelling, but when I left for the PCT, I actually was wearing a 8 in everyday shoes when I came home, and when I left for the PCT, I now wear a size 9. So yeah, the more you walk, the more your feet flatten out. Your feet do swell, you wear extra layers of socks. It's important to make sure that your shoes are big enough for all that. My key tip would be to make sure that when you go to the store and try on these shoes, that you're wearing the socks that you're going to wear when you hike. So whatever that is for you, if you end up wearing extra layers like we do, liners and wool socks, make sure you wear those when you go to the store to check them out. Size up. 1 full size, not half, none of this half size stuff, 1 size up. You should feel comfortable in your shoes. Size is just a number. Don't let it get to you. It got to me for a long time. I used to love having small feet. Now I have a size 9. It sounds ginormous. It's not. Doesn't matter anyway. Who gives a crap? Nobody sees the shoe size anyway. My feet are comfortable and they feel like slippers, really. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, they're great. Just a reminder that everything mentioned in today's video will be linked in the description box below. Please keep in mind that those links are affiliate links, meaning that if you make a purchase by clicking through the links, whether you buy the item we're talking about or you buy anything else on Amazon or the websites below, it actually helps support our channel. So we greatly appreciate you and thank you for doing that. Please also be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, as it helps more people discover our channel and our videos. Now you understand footwear size, what else should you consider? When it comes down to it, there are many types of sock brands and shoe brands. But the truth of the matter is that no matter how much someone tells you that this brand is better than that brand, it only matters to the person who is wearing it, which is you. You have to walk around in them all day, so you be the judge. Try some different things out. Return them if they don't fit or feel right. That's allowed. You probably won't get it right the first time, and that's okay. Also consider the weight of your shoes. The common phrase goes, a pound on your feet is 5 pounds on your back. It's more work for you. Try and keep your footwear lightweight. The less material, the more breathable, and the easier it'll be to keep clean and stay dry. I think one of the biggest misconceptions about hiking footwear is that you must have these waterproof ankle support boots. This is the go-to image that a lot of people think of when they think of hiking shoes, and is what they are drawn to before even knowing what they need or why they're choosing what they're choosing. Ankle support isn't really necessary for everyone. Unless you're super prone to rolling your ankle, you probably won't need it as much as you think that you will. The more hiking you do, the stronger your ankle muscles will get. I can't tell you how many times I have rolled my ankle and been able to catch it and bounce back up and be fine. Now, I can't say that would be the same case for you, but if I had ankle support, I don't think I would have been able to catch it. I think it would have made it worse. And lastly, waterproof. Remember that waterproof shoes and socks are only as waterproof as their height. Once the water goes over the edge and into the shoe, your shoes are going to be wet. And once waterproof boots or shoes are wet, they take a much longer time to dry than trail runners. If it's raining, unless you have rain pants on and gaiters, the rain might run down your leg and into your shoes anyway. The only main reason why I would opt for waterproof shoes would be if I knew I'd be walking through mud a lot, or if I knew it was going to be a downpour and I had my waterproof pants and my gaiters on. But most of the time, puddles can be walked around. Well, in some situations. Not on the AT like this. AT 2018. Anyway, I hope you learned something new today. If you have any future video ideas, please leave a comment below, as I'd love to read and hear what you guys think about these videos. And also be sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook. I'll leave those links down below. We post on there a little bit more frequently than weekly on here. And as always, happy trails!